So as part of the series, we are venturing around different moorings, as you know, and we are at one of the two moorings that are at Thrapston. This one is the site that is adjacent to the sailing club here. It's on the River Nene and it's just downstream of the Islip Lock. Now, as you can see behind me, the mooring posts here, they're a little bit different to the ones over on the River Great Ouse. The reason that is because the Nene is liable to flooding from time to time, and because of that you need to have risers on the posts so the ropes can go up and down and it stops the boats going aground. And as you can see, these risers are quite high, which denotes exactly how much flooding takes place in this area. So as you can see with the mooring that we've got here, it's a man-made mooring. Very well done. The river is particularly clean today, but you can see under the water there are no obstructions. Very important for when you're mooring up. As I said earlier, the posts that we tie against are quite high and they've got rope sliders on them as well, which helps if the water level is either on strong stream or it's a little high. Established in 1205. It's a lovely little market town, not far from this mooring that we're at here by the side of the sailing club. As you can see, you know, it's pretty quiet. There's a tractor ploughing a field just over the back to me, so you may be able to hear that in the background. But on the whole, this is a very quiet mooring space. The route into the town, I'm just going to swing the camera around, is just behind me. And it's only about a quarter of a mile away, if that, and there you have supermarkets, you have some takeaways, a couple of pubs, even a post office if you need it. So we're just downstream, and apologies I'm shooting directly into the sun here, we're just downstream from Islip Lock, which is adjacent to Thrapston and Islip. The River Nene actually comes through the pair of them and splits them in half, and there's a bridge across which we'll be looking at in just a while. At the moment it's open. You can see that the guillotine is up. Now, a useful bit of information: when you're on the River Nene, unlike the River Ouse, you do need to make sure the lock is left with the guillotine up, which means that the upstream gates are closed, guillotine is up, and that's how you leave it. It's a peculiarity to this particular river. But as you can see, not much boat traffic. Quite a pleasant lock to go through. So we're on the path walking towards the little high street in the market town of Thrapston. You can see through those trees there's actually a sailing lake, and that's where we were just by the mooring that was adjacent to the sailing club. There's a sailboat just going across there. What a lovely day to be out on the water. See, we're just downstream of the Thrapston Nine Arches Bridge here. This is the bridge that connects Thrapston with Islip. Just the other side of this bridge is the mooring that we're aiming to get to, and we're going to go and show you that. We're just walking across the Thrapston Nine Arches Bridge now towards Islip. As you can see behind us, Thrapston High Street, so for the amenities that we were saying about earlier. It's a lovely place. I'm going to turn the camera around, and you can see as we're walking down here, I'm going to lift the camera over the road bridge, and you can see the first glimpse of the mooring at Nine Arches. So this is the other side of the Nine Arches Bridge. I'm just panning round. You can see the mooring here, nice and tucked away. You're going to get a little bit of road noise from the bridge, but it's not a busy road, it's not a busy bridge, it's not a busy town. So we are now at Nine Arches Bridge mooring. As you can see in the background, there is a guy with a narrowboat with a generator going. He's obviously doing some jobs. We're out the way here a bit, so I suppose he's not worried about the generator making some noise. In the background we also have Canoe 2 just landing some of their day trippers out. It's quite a useful place for them to stop. I'll get around We're going to just walk down onto the mooring just so you can see where we are. There is a water point which is rather useful. It's quite secluded and it's off the beaten track of the river a little bit, but it's a nice mooring to pull up and stop overnight. And just across the way is a rather nice pub called the Warpack. Food's good, prices aren't bad and the service is excellent. So there you go, we've caught the mooring on a particularly busy day. It's not always as busy as this, but it's good to see that people are using the river. So here we are, walking back across the footbridge, back towards Thrapston High Street. This bridge is actually adjacent to the Nine Arches Bridge, which coincidentally was designed by the President of the United States, George Washington's father. Now, as we walk back towards the main little town of Thrapston, you have the local shops, you have local amenities, and a lovely area just to spend a bit of time walking around, just seeing what's in the locality. Whether you end up on the Nine Arches mooring or a little bit further away from the town itself on the nature reserve mooring adjacent to the sailing club, Thrapston. What a lovely place to spend some time. So as always, if you like what you see, then please comment below. Subscribe button's over here in the corner. We'll see you next time.